You'd think, right? You're a digital investigator. You find that smoking gun on a hard drive. Job done. But nope, not even close. Finding the evidence is one thing. Making sure it holds up in court, that's a whole other ballgame. So let's get into what happens after the big discovery.
And that old saying really hits the nail on the head for digital forensics. This paperwork we're talking about, it's not just dotting I's and crossing T's. It is literally the bridge that takes your ones and zeros from a computer lab and puts them in front of a jury. It's how raw data becomes powerful testimony.
So, let's get one thing straight. This isn't the boring part. This isn't just admin work. Think of it like this. You've battled through all the levels of the investigation, and now you're face-to-face with the final boss. And that boss? It's the courtroom. All your hard work, all your tech wizardry, it's all about to be put to the ultimate test.
All right, so your first move against this final boss is to write your story. And I mean that literally. You've got to take all that super technical stuff, the log files, the metadata, all those digital breadcrumbs, and weave them into a story that a judge and jury can actually understand. And it has to be a story that can't be picked apart.
I mean, this report is everything. It's the foundation the entire case is built on. It's not just about showing what you found, but proving exactly how you found it, step by step. If you can't lay that out clearly, guess what? That killer piece of evidence you found might as well not exist. It becomes completely useless.
Okay, so this storytelling process usually kicks off with what's called a threshold assessment. The best way to think about it? It's the movie trailer for your full investigation. It gives the higher-ups a quick look at what you've got. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, so they can make the big call. Do we greenlight this thing for a full investigation, or do we pull the plug right now?
But if they say go, then you're on to making the full-length feature film. And that's the formal investigative report. And just look at the difference in detail. This is the whole shebang. We're talking about a document that spells out every single thing from how the evidence was collected to the exact methods you used. It's all laid bare, because this is what's going to make or break the case in court.
So, the report's done. Now it's time to get ready for your big moment in court. But hold on. Before you even step into that courtroom, you have to decide what hat you're going to wear. Are you just a fact teller, or are you the expert who gives their opinion? It sounds like a small thing, but trust me, it changes everything.
So let's break it down. On one hand, you've got the technical witness. Their job is simple, just the facts. They'll say, here's what we found, and here's how we found it. No opinions, no, I think this means nothing. But on the other hand, you've got the expert witness. Now they get to play a totally different game. They can actually tell the court what they think the evidence means, based on all their experience and training.
Now, if you want to be that expert witness, it's not as simple as just raising your hand. Oh no. The court has these gatekeepers, and you have to prove to them that your methods are legit. They're there to make sure no junk science or flimsy opinions make their way to the jury.
And in the U.S. federal system, the main gatekeeper is something called the Daubert Standard. It's basically a checklist that came out of a huge Supreme Court case, and it's designed to vet expert testimony. So the key takeaway here is that it doesn't matter how impressive your resume is. What matters is whether your process can hold up under a microscope.
So what does this microscope look like? Well, Daubert breaks it down into 5 big questions. 1. Can your theory actually be tested? You can't just say, trust me, it works. 2. Has it been peer-reviewed? Meaning, have other smart people in your field looked at it and said, yeah, this seems solid. 3. What's the error rate? Because let's be real, nothing's perfect. 4. Are there standards? Can someone else follow your steps and get the same result? And finally, number 5, is this technique generally accepted in your field? If you can't check these boxes, your expert opinion isn't getting heard, period.
Okay, so let's say you pass the Daubert test. You're in. Now you step into the arena, the witness stand. This is where it gets real. You'll get questions from the lawyer who hired you, that's direct examination, and then you'll get grilled by the other side, that's cross-examination. And in this arena, how you act is just as critical as what you know.
And that's where this ethical code comes in. This is the rulebook for any good digital forensics investigator, or DFI. It's pretty straightforward, really. You stay neutral no matter what. You show all the facts, not just the ones that help your side. You can't have a single penny riding on the outcome of the case. And you never, ever say whether you think someone is guilty or innocent. The second you lose your impartiality, you've lost all your credibility.
Look, when you're actually up there on the stand, it all really boils down to 3 simple rules. Seriously, that's it. Number 1, be professional, be polite, no matter what. Number 2, just the facts. If you don't know, say you don't know. Don't guess. And number 3, and this is a big one, keep your cool. The whole point of cross-examination is to make you angry or confused. Don't give them the satisfaction.
So you see, getting a piece of digital evidence from a hard drive into a courtroom is a heck of a journey. It's complicated, it's full of pitfalls. And it really makes you think, doesn't it? In this digital age where everything can be faked and context is king, who are the people we can actually trust to tell us the whole truth? Something to chew on.